Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today I'm at the Moanalua Golf Course. If you don't know where that is, people get confused with it. It is not the Honolulu Country Club off of Ala Napunani. It is off of Ala Aolani, which is where you take the Red Hill off, and it's right below Kaiser Moanalua Hospital. It's that golf club, and it's a new restaurant that took over in their golf clubhouse, I guess you would want to say. It's called E Ohi, and that means gathering together in Hawaiian, and it's a restaurant run by a place that I filmed before. It's the same owners. It's Mike and Bill's Fire Grills. If you remember them, they used to be really popular in Kapolei, and then they were in Aiea. And now, after closing up their Aiea shop, they're here and they took over the golf course restaurant. The reason I know about this place is we had a fundraiser here for a classmate from McKinley High School as well. Coincidentally, he is a coworker of mine who passed away unexpectedly in July. And we had a fundraiser here early August, and they were so accommodating and really helped us. The food was excellent. And Mike here, when he was putting out all the pans in the room where they had the buffet, recognized me and remembered that I did a video for them. So I said, you know, I really enjoyed the food. We had a great night that night. We had great entertainment, and I decided to come back and show the food now that they have a new place. If you're looking for a great place to have pupus or a meal or even breakfast, they're open for breakfast, I believe 9 a.m. You can come here, watch football. They have UFC, all the sports, and it's kind of tiny but kind of cozy. They have a nice bar here that'll make you drinks. They have good kind of beer. They also have a small tiny stage but pretty good sound system where we had musicians playing that night. So all in all, a great place to eat. You can also eat on the kind of like an outdoor porch area where you can see the view of the golf course. Unfortunately, today is raining, but this is pretty much the view from the top. And this is the view of what it looks like inside, so you can get a feel of what it is to either eat indoors or outdoors. So this is the menu. It's pretty simple. And they got breakfast in the morning. That's their breakfast. And the pupus. If you come kind of late though, like I did, because I came after work, you might miss out on some things. Because the waitress told me the stuffed cheeseburger is out, which I really wanted to try. She said it's one of their most popular menu items. Also, the Korean fried chicken is gone today. She said that's a popular item. So I got pretty much their butter garlic shrimp and the grilled ahi, I believe. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was my second choice. She recommended the pasta. So instead of getting shrimp, since I already got shrimp, I got steak with it. And I did tell her garlic fries, but I don't know if she took it off because we were going back and forth on what we wanted. But they also have a keiki menu. Okay, the first dish came out, and this is the garlic shrimp. Look at that, it smells amazing. And if you're wondering where I am and you're like, where the hell are you? I am in their private room. They were so sweet. I will say, even the last time when we did the fundraiser and I was not filming them and they didn't know who I was, the service is amazing. Really sweet girls. So is Billy. She's super kind, and Mike is super awesome. Very, very genuinely nice people. They knew I was gonna film. It is, we didn't set it up or anything. I just asked for their permission, and it's a lot of music and the football's going on and the sports, so they were kind enough to give me this room. This is actually a room that has karaoke machines. I'm assuming at night they have karaoke, but when we had our fundraiser, this was the room where they set up all the buffet items because it was, you know, a long table full of items. So they are very nice. They closed the door so I won't have any copyright and I can film. Otherwise, I told them if it's too much of a big deal, I'll just take out, because you can take out here. If you're interested in the food and you don't want to eat here, you can call it in as well and get it in a plate lunch form. So again, here's the shrimp. It smells so good. Let's take a taste. That is really garlicky and buttery yummy. And we did order this for our fundraiser as one of the items. It was super good. Another super good dish that they had was this pork lechon fusion thing. It was kind of like a lechon kawali, but not. That was super, really, really good. But I think it's only on probably their big party menus because it's not on this menu, or it's maybe like a special of the day type thing. But that was really, really good. I like how the shrimp is just coated in that buttery sauce full of garlic. It is really rich and buttery. You know they're using real butter, and it's like a browned butter, so it's super tasty and flavorful. And the shrimp is cooked just right, so it's not overcooked and rubbery. It's really, really tender. And the best part is there's only the tail for the shell. It's not like the North Shore. It tastes like North Shore shrimp, or even better, I may say, but you don't have to get your hands dirty and nasty peeling that shell off. It's already peeled for you and deveined. And another great part is I love cabbage. Even though sometimes it's put on as a garnish, I like that they put it under the butter and it's just soaking in that butter garlic sauce, and it's so tasty. I will say, interesting though, you only get 1 scoop of rice, but the rice is cooked good, and it's really good when you put some butter on top with the garlic and the cabbage. And I counted, I have about 10 pieces of shrimp, so a pretty reasonable amount of shrimp. You do get a lemon wedge, so let's squeeze some lemon over it. See if that makes a difference in taste. Not that it needs anything else, it's good to me. It's nice with the fresh lemon. They're pretty generous with the wedge. Gives it a nice brightness and cuts through the fat of the butter, because the butter's pretty rich and heavy. Although I like it, that acid cuts through it. Super winners. All right, next up we'll try the mac salad. This looks similar to the ones that used to be in the plate lunches of the Mike and Bill's Fire Grills. It has the furikake on top. Pretty good mac salad. If you like mac salad, I'm not a mac salad lover. This one has no onion taste for those who hate onions, so it's good for you. Pretty standard, just straight up mac salad. It has a little bit of carrot in there, and the furikake gives it good taste, but it's a very creamy mac salad. So if you like it on the creamy side, you'll definitely like their mac salad, and it's a pretty generous scoop. I will say the mac salad from the furikake, you got the sesame seeds that are roasted. So sometimes you bite into it, and it gives it a nutty sesame taste. That's pretty unique and good too. And of course, you gotta wash it down. Wish I could have a beer here, but I gotta drive back home. So no drinks for me. But they do have beers and hard alcohol, so they can do mixed drinks. But I just got a root beer. They usually give it to you in a nice presented glass, but she asked me if I wanted it in a to-go cup, because after I eat everything, I don't finish everything. I just eat enough to show you, maybe half of it, and then I take the rest home and make different meals out of them. So I figure once I'm POW and I pack everything up in the to-go boxes, I can take my drink with me. All right, the next dish that I got, and the final dish, is the pasta. This is their lemon caper pasta. It's like a cream sauce. Wow, you get 2 pieces of toasted bread. It smells really nice. It's like a mixture of creaminess and the butteriness and breadiness of the crisped up bread. Look at that. You can choose your protein. It's either chicken or steak or shrimp. But since I have the shrimp plate, I put steak on top. All right, let's dig in. Look at that cheese all over the steak. All right, let's dig into this pasta. All right, let's dig into this pasta. Give it a twirl. Look at all those capers and that cream sauce. It's almost like an angel hair pasta. Okay, hope I don't make a mess. I'm not the greatest pasta eater. That's hot, temperature hot, but that's always a great thing. I'd rather have hot food made to order. Got some capers in there. I love capers. Also a little bit of fresh tomato. Interesting. It is very saucy, so if you like saucy things and creamy things, then you'll love this. I will say I prefer a little bit more salt, but it's still good. I think when I pair it with the meat, though, it's going to be frickin' winners. I know it. That's really good steak. The steak is definitely seasoned well, and it's chopped up in little bits that are bite-sized pieces, so it's easy to eat with the pasta. If you like capers and lemon, you'll love this. If you don't, or you don't know what capers taste like, it's more on the sour tart side. So this is kind of like a tart, creamy pasta, and not so much Alfredo because of the lemon and then the capers. But I'm a big fan of capers. I love them in everything. And I like it in that chicken dish where it's like a scallopini, chicken scallopini, which is a chicken breast pounded and breaded, and they put a lot of lemon and capers on it. So something similar to this, but you know, with steak, or you can get it with chicken here or shrimp. I will say this is such a huge portion. Man, this can probably feed 2 people, but look at this, fresh mushrooms with the generous amounts of capers. When you go to a restaurant, they don't even give you this much. And then the fresh tomatoes, it's not canned, definitely fresh, all tossed in this cream sauce with the mushrooms. Everything's together. There's a lot of pasta in here and sauce. And look at this cheese. This is all cheesiness on top here. That's all cheese, like shredded Parmesan or something. It's not even shredded, it's like sliced, shaved Parmesan. And the amount of meat is humongous. Let's go taste this bread here. All right, here's the bread. It's got a little bit of cheese on there that got stuck to it, which is a good thing. It's toasted really nice and it smells nice. Reminds me of kind of like a sweet bread, but I like that. And it reminds me of, I hate to compare, but it's something you can relate to if you've eaten there. The toasted buns or the toasted bread you get at Lily Hub Bakery. Just that buttery, crisp goodness. Except you don't get the strawberry jam, but that crispness. I don't know if you could have, if you heard that. That crunch. It's just got that nice, thin coating of crispiness on there. They grilled it to perfection. It's not burnt, but just enough to give the butter time to crisp it up and soak into the bread. It's crisped on the back too. Let's dunk it in here in this cheesy sauce and creamy. That one, because I dunked it way in there, got a little bit of garlicness. Just garlic flavor from the pasta sauce. That was really good. And look at these pieces of steak. Look at the char on there. And it's thinly sliced, so it's easy to eat when you're eating it with the pasta. It really tastes good. The steak's really good. So I can only imagine if you don't want pasta and you get their steak plate with the mushrooms and onions, that sounds really ono with some rice. It is definitely the steak that makes this pasta, for sure. All right, those were the 2 dishes, just 2 different kind of dishes to see what's on their menu. Definitely come down here for breakfast if you're curious as well. And be sure though, if you're coming later at night, probably around 4 and after, you might want to give them a call and see if, you know, they're available, because sometimes they do private parties here and you don't want to drive all the way over here for nothing if it's closed off to the public. But most days they're open to everybody. You don't have to be a member of the golf club to come here. Anybody can just park down there and walk up and you can enjoy the restaurant. You don't have to golf or anything like that, because I sure as hell don't golf. I'm not interested in it either. But lots of parking down there. It's pretty simple. Right when you enter the driveway, the parking lot is right there, and you exit out the same way. There's nothing too complicated about it. Friendly service, great food, a great local vibe. And if you are into drinking beer or having a good time, a great pauhana place to come after work and enjoy some awesome poo-poos and some beers or whatever you do drink to please your palate. I also like that even though it's a golf club, I mean, I've been to a couple of them like 604 and stuff at Lelehua, but you know, most of them are casual. So if you've never been to a golf club restaurant, it's not what you would think. It's not snotty. You can come in shorts. There's people out there with shorts and slippers. I'm over here in my t-shirt and my work pants and sneakers as well. So don't worry about it. There's no dress code. Everybody's just laid back and chill, and they have good local food. So if you're curious about the other dishes that Mike and Billy is the wife of Mike. She is the main cook. I'll put the old link up above of Mike and Bill's Fire Grills when they used to be in IA to show you the types of food they cook, although that place has closed down and they relocated here, but you can see what kind of dishes they cook because I think I showed something different from over there. And if you like this, press the like button. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next week on another foodie adventure. Take care, everybody, and have a great Aloha Friday. Peace out.